we found out the manual that we were using in Guantanamo Bay and then eventually in Iraq and Abu Ghraib and Afghanistan that led to all the detainee abuse, otherwise known as torture. And it is a 1957 document, and it is, turns out we have found the original source for it. We thought it was from SERE, which is our Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape, that we teach our own soldiers in case they get captured and they're going to get tortured. Well, that is true, but it turns out it comes from somewhere else, to SERE. Where it comes from is a Chinese communist manual on how to torture people. And we got this in 1957 and turned it into a document on how to survive Chinese torture. So we forgot its original origins, and we went down to Guantanamo. In fact, they took the exact document. They removed the title, which was, basically Chinese torture system, and they taught it to the interrogators, to the American interrogators down in Guantanamo Bay, and then it spread, like I said, to Iraq and Afghanistan. We have been torturing people with the ways that we were trying to avoid in the first place from the communist Chinese, the way that they were torturing people. And get a load of this. This is a very, very important twist to it. The point of the Chinese torture was not to elicit correct information. It was to elicit false confessions. They wanted to capture our soldiers, and when they did, they wanted to torture them to the point where they would say America is, terrible, and the Chinese are right, and we wish the whole world ran on communism. They knew that the American soldiers didn't believe that, or any soldiers that they had captured, but they wanted to devise a torture system that would purposely give them false intelligence or false confessions. That's the system we put in place. And by the way, we did get false intelligence from it. We nearly buried someone alive, and he told us, oh, yeah, what do you need to know? You want to know that Iraq and 9/11 are connected? Yes, they're connected. Later, we found out that that information was false, but we shouldn't be surprised because we used torture tactics that the Chinese communists use to, in essence, particularly, not in essence, completely, to get false information. This is unbelievable and outrageous. And now here's the thing. We knew it was torture, but this makes it crystal clear. It is indisputable. We literally took it right from a document that said how you torture people, and it was written originally by the Chinese, who, again, let me repeat for the 8th time, were communists. So it's become circular, where we've come around and become the things that we despised. We've become our worst enemies. I mean, and now, how can the Republicans, knowing where this document came from, possibly still deny that we tortured people? But they will. And the Rush Limbaughs of the world will say, oh, it was just a bunch of frat boy pranks and no big deal. And when the Chinese did it to us, we were like, torture, unacceptable. How could they possibly do this? Man, now here's the thing. Are they going to let people get away with this? Number one, laws have clearly been broken. The president authorized illegal torture. It's illegal not under international law. It is under international law as well. But more importantly in this case, under U.S. law. It's the War Crimes Act of 1996. Is anyone going to be punished for ordering torture on the name of America and breaking our federal laws? You know the answer to that. I know the answer to that. Is no way, because the Democrats are the weakest, the worst party in American history, and they would never dare challenge the president on something as absolutely positively clear as this. I mean, they impeached Clinton over oral sex. We're torturing people left and right, and we've absolutely sullied the name of America throughout the world, and we've become despised because of George Bush and his torture tactics that he borrowed from the communists in 1957, and no one is going to get punished for it.